I was thinking about MSTR today
Mhm.
and essentially like why MSTR is pumping so hard recently. And then I was thinking about the flywheel that happens when Saylor gets into the S&P 500. So like Saylor gets into the S&P 500, and all of this dumb money, this fiat money that's just zombified, these passive flows that are walking into index portfolios are now buying up SPY or whatever. And that money is going directly into Saylor's hands in the form of share price, and he could do a dilution against it to capture the spread between that and hard money. So he takes the zombified dumb money that's walking in, he transfers it into hard money. The long-term holders of MSTR, like myself, have been holding it since he announced. They basically come, they understand that this is like an Amazon no profit for 20 years model, and that we're going to all get more Bitcoin per share as we go along if we just let Saylor continue to do this and zombie attack the passive flows. How if you're from the TradFi world and you don't have the Bitcoin lens that me and you have, how are you going to see that? Because I can see that and it's obvious to me. How are you going to see that? Because your denominator is still USD. You're still not thinking in Bitcoin. MSTR is a one and done. First of all, I don't think he's really speculative attacking the dollar the same way people have been saying he is. I think he's speculative attacking the US stock market and the passive flows. I think that's what he's doing, which is fucking genius. MSTR was nothing. None of us had ever heard of it before Michael Saylor announced that he bought Bitcoin. So it was basically a zombie company, like a GameStop or an AMC or
Yeah.
something, right? So let's say you're another one of these zombie companies and you take the MSTR model and you try and take your free cash flows into Bitcoin. What are you going to get your hands on? 2,000 Bitcoin, maybe? How does that compare to Michael Saylor's 200,000 Bitcoin? Like, no, you're not going to be able to catch him. This is a one and done. He's about to make it into the S&P 500 where he can perform the vampire attack of all vampire attacks on the passive flows. I mean, dude, it's like it's game over. It's going to be one of the most watching that stock climb its way up the S&P 500 chart into being one of the five most valuable companies in the world and potentially the most valuable company in the world is going to be one of the craziest things we've ever witnessed, and it's going to rewrite everybody's perception of what is going on. And so I'm not saying you should be 100% MSTR allocated or something. I'm not. But maybe you have a little bit in your retirement account or whatever. And also it's the story. It's the story of the world's potentially the world's most profitable company in the future will be a company that just holds Bitcoin. That that'll destroy people's minds. You know.